Alright, this is Steve with Apex Home Inspections, and today is Wednesday, June 6th, 2018. Almost said 2008. 2018. Anyway, we are at 420 Northeast 141st Avenue in Portland, and we're here today to do an inspection of the sewer line. As you can see, we're outside the house. We're at the rear of the home. We're down inside of some bushes, and our sewer line access point for the sewer scope we're going to be doing today is about midway between either corner of the rear of the house, and here it is right next to this faucet. So we're going to drop our camera in here and see if we can't get things pointed in the right direction. Let's route this a different way. Good, there we are. So we're inside the sewer line now. We're going to zero off our counter in the upper right hand corner of our screen. That way we'll know how far we've gone, and we'll begin our push all the way out to the city main. At least that's our goal. A couple of quick notes about today's inspection. This home was built in 1975, and we are in a neighborhood of homes that were built in mixed time periods. There are a couple of houses across the street that are a bit older, and a couple of houses down the street that are a bit newer. The reason I mention this is it gives us an idea of what kind of sewer line material we expect to see. When this house was built in 1975, it was almost certainly on a cesspool. It was mostly just a hole in the backyard that sewage flowed into. And so here we have modern plastic. This is an ABS material, which means this was probably connected up to Portland sewer line somewhere in the late 80s, early 90s. That information is more than likely available online, portlandmaps.com. This black ABS was in use from the mid-70s all the way to current times, still being used today in the construction of new homes. But it's more than likely that if this home had been connected to a sewer line in 1975, it would have used a cast iron line, not a plastic one. So I don't think that this is the original line. This line was probably installed sometime in the, like I said, early 90s or so. On the top of the screen, you'll notice there's some water running. That's because I have a basement fixture on. I've got the bathtub running, and the reason we do this is so that we can see the slope of the pipe. That's one of the more important aspects to installing a sewer line, is making sure that it's sloped properly so that water flows away from the home down to the sewer line out in the street. Coming up on 120 feet, and so far things look just fine. There was a bit of standing water a little while back. A little bit of standing water isn't necessarily an issue. It's when we get a lot of standing water that we start making recommendations for repairs. So far this one looks pretty good. here at 137 feet into the inspection. We have transitioned to this green material. This is known as 3034 PVC. Alright, let's see if we can get this to go out any further. Sometimes when these lines run out this far, it can be difficult to get the camera to advance. Plus our lens is pretty dirty now. We ran through some, there we go, we ran through some spider webs. It's a bit of a bright day out here today, so I'm probably going to have to re-watch this video once I can load it onto the computer. That way I can make sure that I didn't miss anything during this initial inspection. A little bit of standing water here at 145 feet. I tend to not call these out provided that the water is no higher than the top of the lens. And that's kind of what we have here. This is a 4-inch plastic line. And our camera lens is about a ½ inch off the bottom of the floor of the pipe, so what may look like a lot of water in the video actually isn't.